and all of the people who have picked up Hunker Down merch. There's the old design, which I'm sporting right now because it was the only clean thing in the house. But there's also a new design out there made by Max Norman. He's just a really good guy that came up with the design for the new one, so that's awesome. Chow down a little bit more and hunker down. And this, it should be pretty toasty, I think, but we'll see what happens. Oh my, what have I gotten myself into? Well, woke up not a moment too soon to use the washroom. Oh, the snow is nice and early on the tarp. And I've stopped my time-lapse video from filming and broke my tripod. So I gotta crawl back in there quick. It is getting pretty chilly, sad to say. That's the devil tonight, oh boy. Good morning, and this is what I wake up to. A lot of snow, but tarp really held up nicely, so that's awesome. Oh, I don't know how much more I can film. I'm using this broken stump of a tripod here, so I'll probably head into town and get another tripod. And I got another more stealthy video coming up, which should be happening for Thursday, because I know the stealth is really popular and it's fun. It gives me a little bit of a thrill, a little excitement about getting a possibility of getting busted. So thanks for watching, guys. I know it's probably a short one by the time it's all edited down, but you know, we're getting back in the swing of things here. Feeling much better than I was over the last couple of weeks. Actually, I had a awful it was like cold or allergy symptoms or something, a headache for a little while, and pretty exhausted, but no, I'm feeling really good. Eating a lot more healthy and being more active, and you know, resting when I need it. So that makes all the difference in the world. So thanks for watching, guys, and if this is your first time around watching one of these, subscribe if you like this sort of thing. And if not, please don't be too mean in the comments. So we'll see you guys come Thursday. Thanks a lot.
Looks like Jack just realized some people mix and match their gain sense. So he gave it a shot too. Is he the laundromat cool dude now? Mix, match, or happy with Gain.
Try Crest 3D White. Finally, a daily whitening toothpaste for whiter teeth in one day.
Well, guess we got a rainstorm. Yeah! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is a hot, muggy summer day. Oh, I'm just out for a quick little solo overnighter in one of my absolute favorite spots. I typically don't come to this area a ton when it's summertime because it gets really ultra super lush, which is pretty and everything, but it means there is a ton of bugs, and it means that there's all kinds of poison ivy and different types of plants. But I do like to come and visit it once or twice during the summer. I'll spend more time here when the winter gets here. There is a small little kind of creek, sort of stream, river, I don't know what you call it. Supposedly it's got some panfish in there, so I'm going to try my hand at some fishing. I'm going to be setting up my blue Home Depot tarp, which is one of my absolute favorite ways to camp. I'm going to try to make the best of it because this is a hot one. There's no question about that. Woo! Well, we do have a prediction for some rain later. We'll see if it actually happens. But for now, I'm going to try to just go ahead and survive the heat. No matter what, I always want to remind myself that I'm very lucky to be doing this. I want to try to do my best to live in the moment, take in this nature, and just enjoy a night out in the woods. But before I do any of that, I'm going to take a little nip off of the old man flash. Woo! Goodness. Whew. That is the last of a bottle of Jim Beam's Devil Cut. Smooth stuff, good stuff. All right, everybody, without further ado, let's get into it. I was just thinking about what I want to do next, and for a moment, I thought, man, you know what? I'm just going to go fishing. I'm going to do that first. That creek's right behind me, easy to get to. Then I checked the weather, and it looks like we got some rain incoming. Now, weather is wrong all the time. However, for once today, I think I'm going to go ahead and play it better safe than sorry. So it's quite buggy. I'm going to get my thermocell going, and then we're going to get our tarp set up, so at the very least I don't get trenched. Okay, that thermocell does not want to start. Not exactly sure what's wrong with it, but if you want to leave me a comment, let me know if there's anything I might possibly be doing wrong. I am somewhat new to using those. I always usually have a fire, but the bugs have been so bad this year, I've been trying something different. Yeah, I kind of thought I was going to have a little bit more time. I can't tell if something's really going on or what, but I'm going to go ahead and not tempt fate too much because I got myself in trouble too many times, taking things a little too casually. But yeah, I really thought I was going to have a lot more time. I was planning, I mean, you heard me talking, I said I was going to go fishing. So I just thought I'd come out here and do this, and did pre-tie knots and didn't do a lot of stuff to help me save time because I figured I'd do it on camera. Didn't bring tent stakes. You know, it's always kind of, you know, for these types of things, it's cool to have a, you know, just to have something to film, you know. But the sun is not setting real soon, and it's getting really dark. So I just tied this one on there off camera. Give myself a little extra room. Just gonna tamp some of this brush down here. I keep getting stung by something. I've got these pants on, which I love, and they're great, but they're super, super thin, and they're just meant to be very, very breathable for like summertime backpacking. But I keep getting stung by, I don't know if it's nettle or what. I'm just kind of moving around a little too fast. But yeah, my legs are getting all kind of tore up here. I'm just going to tamp all this kind of weeds and stuff down here. And Give myself some room to operate. Do, 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 do. Oh, yeah, this is how I get myself in trouble sometimes. That's okay. Oh, that is okay. I'm pretty sure things are going to work out just fine. After all, I'm Sam Bananas. Okay, so just doing a square knot to just try to tie myself a loop. Bada bing, there you go. Take the steak. Bada bada bing. Yeah, should be good. Now, I don't want to go too much further into this video before I say a quick shout out to today's sponsor, and that is Farmer's Dog! Killian is only 6 years old, and Mrs. Bananas and I want him to live a long, healthy life. He's got lots of camping trips left in him, and it's pretty obvious he's having a total blast in the woods. The Farmer's Dog is a company that makes fresh, healthy, human-grade food for dogs. To help figure out what food was best for Killian, we took the dog personalization test. Just a few questions to help lock Killian in with the best recipe for him. Killian goes absolutely nuts for this food. For him, it's like getting a high-value treat. Their food doesn't have preservatives, so we've got to keep it frozen until we're ready to use it, then we thaw it out in the fridge. Their auto-renewing subscription will bring fresh food for your little fur baby directly to your door on a regular basis. The food shows up on a schedule that you decide, and you can modify it or cancel at any time. Get 50% off your first box of freshly made healthy dog food by using my link. Plus, you get free shipping and 24/7 customer support. Click the link in my description or scan the QR code on the screen. Ever since Killian started with Farmer's Dog, he is absolutely loving it. Aren't you, buddy? Thanks again to Farmer's Dog for sponsoring this video and helping to provide healthy food for Killian. Woo! All right, everybody, let's get back into the action. Yeah, so before the rain hits here, you can see it's not an awful setup by any stretch. Lots of room under there. Should be pretty good. Let's get the rest of it set up though. Okay. I've used this once before. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, I'm gonna have to stake it down. Okay. That means I need more stakes. Okay. I need at least more stakes. Okay. Well, you can already hear the rain bouncing off of the canopy. So we're just gonna get everything underneath here. Who knows how crazy it's gonna be, but oh yeah, it's coming. It is coming. Should have got that fire started. Oh well. That's all right. Okay. Boy, we really don't have a lot of much space as I kind of thought we did, do we? That's all right. That's all right. Okay, we're gonna need 4 steaks. Kind of fun when things don't go according to plan, to be perfectly honest with you. I've only done this one once before. Actually, I don't want to do it. I'm gonna get the sides tied up first, and I'm gonna do that because that requires me to be out from underneath of the tarp. So I might as well do that first. Well, I can hear that rain for sure, but I'm not feeling it yet. And it's because I'm underneath of the canopy. So I can definitely hear it. I can hear it. Oh, starting to feel it. Okay, so we'll just keep that close there. Technically, this should be waterproof. I can move her up one more if I wanted to. Yeah, precision. And the whole tarp setup here is designed to be adjustable. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this over a bit here. And you can pull the tarp forward. So, there's that thing. Okay, yep. The rain keeps picking up very, very slowly but steadily. But you can see I pulled out a bunch more of the tarp. So that way it's facing more forward and I have a lot more space under here. And then from here, I've got this side angled up and this side going down. I'm just about tied off to that tree. So if I need to, I can angle it further down. But any rain, if any does collect, it should roll down the tarp and not pool it, etc. From right here, with my chair being here, you can see I should have plenty of space. Now, I do need a fire, or else I'm not going to be able to cook. So, that means I need to get out there and collect some firewood. This thermostat does not want to turn on. I may have to buy another one. So for now, we're going to go ahead and get some kind of a fire starter. I'm going to do it quick. The dead tree, just dead limb just hanging here. There's one. There's another one in the middle of the trail. Toss that sucker back over on a pile. There's another one here. A little more substantial. Drag that sucker back over to camp 2. And we got a big dead tree here. You can hear that snap. I'll just collect some kindling here. Kind of get things started. And that should be enough to get us moving. This is dead. This is a tipped over tree. A bunch of dead stuff. Just within arm's reach here, easy to grab a hold of. Go.
Did you know Cheez-It made extra toasty? Of course. Want it? Need it? Cheez-It. The only guarantee you have is that you are going to die. Every moment matters. A long walk out is the answer.
Boom, baby. Cuban. Things people love.
Comcast Business helps turn businesses into seamlessly restocking, frictionless paying, quickly customizing.
Want to take the next step with Entivio? Then it's time to talk to your healthcare provider. With Entivio, you may be able
Couple of funky logs here. Just give us a basic sort of fire pit structure. Tamp down some of this grass here. Oh boy. So I'll get these. One of these start. Oh. Wow, I can't believe how dark it's gotten so fast. Not too worried about myself getting wet because if I get wet, I'm just like burning hot, honestly. Anyway, so just want to make sure all my stuff doesn't get wet, but it seems to be confined for the moment. We just got to get this fire started, or else it's going to be a real pain to get it going. Got to get it going, bud. Whew. There's that. Yeah, you can hear that rain probably, but I can just really can't feel it yet. I'm starting to just barely be able to feel it. Come on, poke on through, buddy. Poke on through to the other side. Woo! I gotta get some of this crap. Just to be semi-responsible, I gotta get some of the sunflower cleared out here. Okay. Yeah. There it is. Oh, I do have this poncho, handy dandy poncho, which I have camped in the rain with many, many times. So, yeah, if I need to toss that on, I'll toss it on. So far, I'm not getting drenched. I'm not any wetter than just being completely soaked with sweat. Anyhow. are getting rain here. That is for sure. Big surprise, I guess, right? I'm sweating like a mule. Alright, now normally you wouldn't stand out here and just stand in the rain with no rain protection. I think it's going to get down to like the mid 60s overnight. I am wearing fast dry clothing, so just my body heat should be able to dry this stuff off before I go to sleep, as long as I don't continuously get drenched. But I was already just like soaked with sweat anyway, so I was going to need to dry no matter what. If it really comes down to it, I can get down to my skivvies and get into the sleeping bag that way, which is a lot of people's preferred methods anyhow. So I can just get the wet clothes off if it comes down to it. I'm roasting alive, guys. This rain feels pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So for the time being, I'm gonna let myself do that. Whew. Oh man. If you are one of the people who is watching the video and getting annoyed because I didn't take the proper precautions to keep my clothes dry, just remember, hey, at least it's not you. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a beautiful feeling. Is that how it goes? Play it again, Sam. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a beautiful feeling. Woo! Baba doobity da. Okay, well, I do need to cook. I need the fire to cook. Just check the weather, and it says that rain's supposed to die down in a bit. Well, of course, I don't really trust the weather, so if that happens, that'll make it easier for cooking. But for now, I'm just gonna build this fire up. Try to get myself a nice big bed of coals here, and we'll see what we're working with in just a little bit. I got something I'm pretty excited about. Cool. On the ground here, a couple pieces of punky wood. I don't know, it might be decent wood. I got that. I got that. Oh, I got this big sucker that's soaked with foam. This will actually work really good to replace that other piece for my fire pit. So let's do that. Ugh. All right, well, the rain has died down. Very faint at the moment. Just cicadas and bugs and that type of stuff chirping, whatever that is. And we are predicted to get some more rain, so we'll see what happens with that. But for now, the weather was right. And I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of this break in the rain to cook my dinner without having to be out in a downpour. in there. Okay, just so the pot is easier to clean. I'm gonna mix everything in the pan. It says to mix all this up while you're cooking it, but I do this afterwards because I know I'm gonna drain the water. So these are like little dehydrated vegetables. Bada bang. And that is, I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to get it to you. That is the soup base, the powdered flavor packet. So first things first. First things first, let me mix this up. Now, this is peanut butter. No, it doesn't look exactly the most appetizing. And then this is onion powder, ginger, and garlic powder. So we'll just go ahead and throw it all in, because why not? Bada bang. Might have needed a little bit more water, but we'll figure that out in just a second. We'll go ahead and get the fork out here. Help us mix this up. Be a lot easier with the fork. Kind of toss it all over. Could have probably used a tiny bit more water. Okay, one little taste bite here. Mm-hmm. Yes, very peanut buttery. And I've got some pre-chopped green onions here. Just dump them all in for good measure. I'm going to plate this up nice for everybody. All right, what do you think? Good? Bad? Let me know what you think. Of course, you know I can't forget the beer. Voodoo Ranger Juice Force IPA. Very fruity and good. It is not a bad can meal, if I do say so myself. Oh yeah, I earned this for sure. Check back the audio. As far as getting wet earlier, I always wear these shirts. Camping, not always, but generally, I wear these shirts. They're nothing, they're not a sponsor or anything. I bought them myself. They used to sell them at Costco. I liked them so much. I started getting them on through the website and off of Amazon and stuff. And my buddy Connor, the guy who got me the banana flask, he actually, we're both really big fans of these shirts. So anyway, they're called 32 Degrees. I'll link them in the description. You can check them out if you want. They're not expensive, but you don't have to get these. Any shirt that you like will work for you. But it's basically like a workout type of shirt. That's like a moisture wicking type of shirt. Dries really quick, and that way you don't have to worry too much about it if you get wet, as long as it's not overly cold outside. I have a little bit of a chill, but that is a lot better than the sweltering heat that I was experiencing earlier. Just realized I brought that fishing pole and I didn't throw it in one time. I wonder if I'm even going to have a chance to do it. I wonder if I'll even have a chance. I brought the tackle and everything, but sometimes that's how it goes. Always got to make sure we do some hydrating. I forgot how crazy muddy it gets out in these woods, especially when you come out for a rainstorm, like I like to do. That is wild. Fire's going though. Since it is so insanely muddy, I'm going to go ahead and use to go ahead and use this mat to kneel on. Because it's just ridiculous. Trying to do anything else. So, push all this random stuff over to the end, including my thermocell that doesn't want to work. I think this was busted. We'll have to look into that. Sleeping bag, sleeping pad, pillow. Just barely on the edge of this sleeping mat here. Woo, Nelly. What a night. What a night. And also, please have enough juice. I could have used it all night long on fire. Come on. Come on now. That's it. It's a little bit of more stuff there. Actually, let's keep this out and save some meat for the fire. Bada bang. Yeah, so there really is a broom inside there. So we'll keep that out until it's time to go to bed. And I'll probably put it on the chair. Once I go to sleep. Alright guys. I'm pooped. I'm gonna have one more beer. Sit around. Watch my fire die down. There's all the smoke going directly into the camera. Goodness sakes. Anything crazy happens, we'll definitely let you know. Otherwise, catch you guys in the morning. Good night. Hanging out. Watching season 2 of Tires. And rainstorms started showing up. So, we're gonna go ahead and get this fire rebuilt. There we go. And I think it's time to hang tight underneath the tarp. Woo! Well, guess we got a rainstorm. Yeah! Fun stuff. Jeez Louise. You know what's so funny is earlier I didn't even mention it, but I went out to grab firewood back out on the trail out here, and I stumbled on a possum, and I believe it's called an orb spider, but both of them scared the ever living crap out of me. So it's been a fun night. It's been a fun night. This whole camping YouTube stuff is taking me in directions that I never truly expected. I like doing trips like this, but there is a reason why people use proper gear and all that stuff. I mean, this thing is just leaking full of water all over the place. And, well, I hope you're enjoying it. This is a fun trip. Cheers, everybody. Boots are chilling. We're in for the night. Good night, everybody. Good morning. Oh man, just been chilling here for a while. Kind of waiting to get up and get moving, but the rain doesn't show any signs of stopping. So we're gonna do one of my favorite things: pack up and hike out in the rain. Tons of fun. Oh well, stick around. You'll want to see this. Oh yeah. Woo. Woo! Goodness sakes. Woo! Boy, coming in. Okay, so this is kind of the method I've been doing. Tried it just because I needed to really move a couple times, and actually don't mind. I've kind of grown to like this. I don't do it all the time, but sometimes it's really handy and convenient to just crush everything in there. And then when you get home, take it out and organize it and put everything back in the bags and all that type of jazz. Yeah, you just shove it all down in there like that. Look at that. You just sort of grab everything that can kind of be easily and quickly compressed. You just press it down in there. I mean, that's half my stuff right there. Now, I did bring a breakfast for today. Um, Given the circumstances, I'm just going to have myself some water and try to get the heck out of here. Okay, I'm having a little trouble getting this pack cover to stay on here. There are some advantages and disadvantages to a rain suit and a poncho. The rain suit is just much more protection. The poncho is clunky, and when you kneel and stand and move around, it gets stuck on things. It's just a bit clumsy. Um, but it's super breathable. So there's pros and cons. One thing I really love about the poncho is that if you don't have a cover like this, or you're having an issue with it like I am, now that the rain stopped. Woo, there's the rain. Now you can just take your whole poncho and throw it over the backpack like so. Might not look like the prettiest thing, but it definitely works in a pinch, and this is a lot of people's normal ways of sort of how they do this. All right, well, this is going to be a big pain in the butt. I'm going to have to carry my trash bag by hand. I'm going to have to carry my fishing pole. So, yeah. Whew. Well, that was certainly an interesting one. I am super muddy, yucky, ready to get home and have a shower, hang up all my stuff and kind of let it dry out. I want to say a big, big shout out to each and every one of you. You all make it possible for me to do this. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click that banana. That is another one of the books, boys and girls. We're going to catch you on the next one. Bye now.
Lowe's knows that no matter the paint project, saving is at the top of the to-do list. So to help you refresh your space, this Labor Day, select one coat coverage interior paints or buy one, get one free. Lowe's, we help, you save.
Fill their world with Frisco by Chewy, so they can tug and chew on long-lasting toys and flaunt the cutest fashion. That's designed with love for maximum fun. Fill their world with perfectly priced joy. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am out here tonight for a Sam Bananas Classic, camping in the rain. You got that right. Got the tarp with me. We're gonna get the tarp set up. We're gonna do, nice big fire out here. I got interesting homemade backpacking meal that I'm gonna test out because I got some backpacking trips coming up, and I'm really excited to tell you what I got in store for the future. So thank you so much for tuning back in. I don't want to waste too much time because it is raining. It's kind of nuts out of here. We got to get everything set up. I got some good beers to drink. Hopefully we're going to catch some wildlife on camera. Lay back,
enjoy nature. But before we do any of that, I've got to take a little nip off of the old banana flask. That one does not have much of a bite on it, but it's some good, easy sipping. That is called Tullamore Dew. Put the name up there for you. Not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but you get the picture. Okay, let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. Whoa! Goodness sakes. Okay, so I just decided to tie off to this little shrub instead of using the stake that I carved. It works a little bit better this way, gives us some more height in the front. Carved up a couple more stakes for the back here. so we're going to take advantage of this. Hopefully you guys can see that, okay? Okay, I'm going to make a couple modifications here. I think I need to go off this part a little bit. Go up. Up, 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 up. All right, quick little tour around. Not sure if you can see it. We got the tying off to a little shrub there. And we're coming down with our ridge line between those two. Again, tying off to a small tree. So here's the front. Here's our side, and you can see I got a nice little porch kind of overhang area coming down here. And then here's our back. It's not a perfect pitch, but it's not too shabby. And I got my line going up to the tree there, and then tying off right here to this tree. So that gives us a bunch more space in the back, and now I don't have water pooling there. I should have got a shot of it before, but there was water, like a nice size puddle of water pooling up there. So I think this is going to be pretty good. We're going to be pretty happy with this. We'll get our sleep system set up next. These are all the gears that I saved when I lost them in that lake last time. Oh, like that. We'll call that good. They should get reasonably cold there, like that. It's a little difficult for me to wade out into deeper water because it's so marshy and stuff. I don't really want soaking wet boots. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, this one kind of sucks. I love camping in the rain, but you can't do that much when you're camping in the rain. So I usually bring like a chair and a table and a tent and like all the amenities and stuff to get out and camp in the rain. And once in a while, I like to just do a tarp camp in the rain where you basically don't have a lot. But I've been having some like really severe back pain lately. So not having a chair is going to kind of suck. But that's okay. This is type 2 fun. And we're going to continue on with the rest of our day. Woo! This is what we signed up for. Okay, I got my tie back ground sheet.
Soft and it blows like no other. Only Tufts has more pillowy softness.
Venture out while stretching out. The Kia Carnival. Kia, movement that inspires. For Pennsylvanians who need quality health coverage, Penny is the easiest, most user-friendly way to find a health plan that fits your needs and your budget. Because owning your dream business is worth it. Because kicking it in the backyard is worth it. And blazing your own trail is worth it. That's why Penny makes it so easy to find health coverage, because you're worth protecting. Visit penny.com to find your savings, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
We are getting this sucker set up, no question about it.
Yeah, it's not always peaches and cream, but that is, part of the fun. A lot of the fun is just kind of looking back on it. But I'll tell you what, by hook or by crook, we're going to have ourselves a camping adventure. Okay. This, I don't know what you call it. There's like a piece that goes right here that has the buttons on it. And I just pulled it out of the bag and it was gone. I don't know what happened to it. It was there when I packed it. But I can stick my thumbnail in there and I can get it to work. So even the light still works. I don't know. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, at least it still works. Oh. Oh, that is nice. Oh man. Well, yeah, I'd honestly planned on doing a little fishing. But yeah, I don't know. It's just coming down good. Honestly, I think we're just gonna go ahead and get that fire started because it just sounds really warm and inviting right now. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. That's our next step. So for two of this thing, a couple of pieces laying right here. Nice sawed off ends. I think these are probably mine from the last time I was here. So we'll definitely take these. We'll just leave those right there. It doesn't matter if they get wet. It's already been on the ground, it's already wet, but that is not going to stop us from making a fire. And this is the fun part. This is just off the ground enough. This will be some good kindling here. This will also be some good kindling. I'll go ahead and take these entire pieces. Definitely help us get going. Ooh. That's a fair amount of firewood to just get started. So that's looking pretty good. Okay. Ooh, that is perfect. Oh man. Search might be over. It's a big piece of firewood. Woo! Notes of pineapple. I was just out trying to get it like a nice big ball of kindling. I probably want like a beach ball size of like fine twigs. Maybe not that much. You know, I want a bunch because it's soaking. It's just so flipping wet. But anyway, I found that giant piece. It was right by the trail out there, so got to bring that back in. I think we should be pretty set. We should be pretty set. Woo. Put this in now. Woo. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a little bit of a challenge. But I have 100% confidence that I will be getting this fire started. After all, I'm Sam Bananas. Right on top of a puddle. Not gonna be a problem. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. And do one more big log in front like that. Yeah. Okay, we'll do 2 more. Now you can use whatever fire starters you want. There's other brands on the market. I've used that Blackbeard. I thought it worked great. I use birch bark. That works great. You can use a cotton ball soaked in, or just with some petroleum jelly rubbed on it. There's a lot of things you can do. This is just the way I do it. I'm not saying it's the best out there, but from my personal experience, it's been pretty tried and true in situations like this. And I camp in the rain a lot, so I need something that's reliable. Now, after I said all that, it's a moment of truth. Come on, buddy. Get it going. Get it going. Okay. Now that should work. That's a better configuration. Come on, don't fail me, puppy. You can do it. You can do it. I'm just checking to make sure that I am recording. Yes, I am. There it goes. Yeah, buddy. Woo! Come on, you got this, buddy. You got this. Please do it. Yeah! Woo! That is it. Twiggy, twiggy, twiggies. Come on now. You got it. Keep it going. Keep it rocking and rolling. This does happen. Yeah, buddy. Woo-hoo-hoo. That is a movement. Okay, we're gonna change the camera angle. Yeah, so that did take 2. We did have to get 2. I'm not sure how that'll turn out on the editing room floor, but yeah, I did have to use 2. This is you know, literally in the rain. The rain coming down is kind of a challenging condition for a fire. Oh. But yeah, we are rocking and rolling, baby. We're moving now. Don't you worry about that. not gonna lie, it is struggling. But I think we got a decent little base there. It should work out okay.
Yeah, we're moving. We are moving. That is a fire. We are moving. That is a fire. That is a fire. Really, the key to building a fire in the rain is all the same stuff with building a regular fire. It's just you gotta be a lot more careful about it. And I'm often not that way, so I don't want to be some kind of braggy, I can build a fire in the rain type of, guy. Look what I have created! But yeah, it's really just all about, taking your time and using care. The biggest, most important thing is to build some kind of a platform so you're not directly on the wet ground. And then you want to do as much small, fine stuff as possible. The smaller, the thinner, the finer, the better. Usually the rule of thumb is like pencil lead, the size of pencil lead. You want to get like a nice chunk of it, as much as you can anyway. And then even if it's wet, it usually still go right up. A little bit of a breather here. So recently, actually after the last camp, not right after, but within a couple days, I ended up having to go to the doctor. Wasn't an emergency. I didn't go to emergency room, but I had some very, very severe back pain. I've always, for a while now, I've been doing yoga. So we got some kind of a visitor over here. But yeah, since then I've stepped it up. I had to get an anti-inflammatory shot in my back. They also gave me some muscle relaxers. I have not taken any of those so far. Yeah, so it seems to be subsiding, and I think things are doing better. I put my food in there. Oh God, that is so much. And then what I do is I put all the water in there cold. And then what I do is I put it on the fire, so that way it's rehydrating the entire time while it's getting warm. Typically what a lot of people do is they take boiling water and they put it in with this, and they just cover it, and then they stir it around. I let it sit all the way through the heating up process, and then when it's like boiling or simmering or whatever, I remove it. That's how I do it. I find that seems to rehydrate pretty well. Okay, let's do it. Okay. I had to fiddle with this a little bit, but get it going again. Woo! Get to 6. Oh, so nice. But yeah, that's starting to come together. Oh no! No! Oh. Okay, well, that is a real bummer. Because that was really starting to come back together nice. And I'm getting ready to do some backpacking in Florida. I really wanted to know how that was going to work out. I got a little bit left in here. I'm going to add some water. Just a little bit. It's a bummer. I was looking forward to that. It was really good when I ate it before I dehydrated it. I really wanted to see how that was going to pan out. And it's okay. Oof. Just got to collect myself a little bit and then get back on the horse here. I do have a little bit of a backup. Something I just brought for in case I wanted a snack. So let's see how that turns out.
Wouldn't it be great if our kids knew how to use money? Like, you gotta settle your debts before you settle on a new hoodie. Good call. Let's get more for money. Huntington Bank. Reality check.
Lowe's knows when you start grilling, the guest list starts growing. That's why we help you get everything you need and more
Mind if I crash the party?
Dak Prescott.
to help make the most out of every gathering this fall.
Appreciate you guys.
I'm actually always on eBay looking at car parts. I'm still yet to kind of really make my own car and make it completely mine. This is my starter pack, and then I got to find the rest of it. Thanks for watching. Go find the things that you love on eBay.
Okay, so the bad news is I spilt it all. The good news is that looks pretty close. So now it's time for a moment of truth taste test. A little crunchy in some parts, but that's actually honestly not bad. The noodles are great. That is not bad. I'm really excited. I got a bunch of this and I can take it to Florida. Okay. I'd like a little bit more dinner than that, so I'm going to go ahead and cook up my plan B. Oh my god, it's so smoky. Okay. So that's actually like a nice char all the way around. Arby's sauce. Arby's sauce has not let me down yet. I really wanted to show you guys this part of the forest that I had never seen before. I went and checked it out during the day when I first got here. but I didn't film it. But that gives us something cool to do in the morning. So you guys stay tuned for that. And we will, goodness sakes. Yeah, and I'll show you guys in the morning. I want to see from you guys if you'd like to see a camp in this location. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so if I didn't explain that earlier properly, I'm heading to Florida, possibly another location or two. I'm going to do some backpacking down there. By the time you see this video, I will be in Florida or South Carolina, or a couple things are up in the air. But then Mrs. Bananas will join me at a location in Florida, and we're going to have a nice little vacation. I'll have a nice little vacation vlog over on Patreon for everybody. But on the main YouTube channel, you'll see some backpacking trips. Hopefully I'll get some good wildlife and some alligators and all kinds of crazy stuff that they got down there, big bugs and all that stuff. So I'm excited to get into a different climate and test things out down there. So stay tuned for that. That'll be the next one you sing. Morning. That was not the worst night's sleep, but not the best. This is not exactly my proudest tarp configuration. Was flip-flopping around in the wind all night. Kept banging into me. But the sound of the rain was nice, and I like the sound of the geese. It's a really pretty spot. So, I got a lot of work to do. To get ready for my upcoming trip. So, I want to show you guys that spot. We are going to go see that spot. So give me a second to get myself together and get torn down here. Then I'll take you over there. That is cool. That is really cool.
Oh, this is terrible.
Oh, goodness sakes. So you got to cross this kind of boggy type of swampy kind of area here. But once you get past it and you get onto the other side, well, this looks absolutely ridiculous. Oh, it's like, come see this thing. It's just like completely overflowed, which I should have known that it would be. But yesterday it just looked really, really cool. And it's like this kind of almost like a prairie. And this is like a small river normally. Let me see if I can get you down a little bit further. So you can see here, this is like the start of a beaver dam. It's basically like a little trail that comes through here. You can see like up there, might be a really cool camping spot. Climb up across these logs. Film it, try not to break my neck. Well, hopefully you can kind of see what I was going for here and what I wanted to show you. It's super, super flooded right now after a big rain. So I would have to come back here when it wasn't raining because the ground turns into a swamp and it's just really tough to navigate back in here. But at any rate, I wanted to show it to you. I'd be interested in hearing if you thought this could be make for an interesting camp when it's a bit more dried out. There is a ton of wildlife back here. There should be beavers back here too. But yeah, it'd be cool to go on that side and kind of explore up around there and see what that was. Maybe get a nice campsite kind of overlooking the little river here. Yeah, at any rate, this is where I'm going to leave you guys. I appreciate you so much for tuning in. Each and every one of you who watches the video, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You all make it possible for me to do this. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click that banana. That is another one for the books. We're going to catch you on the next thing, everybody. Bye.
Lowe's knows that no matter the paint project, saving is at the top of the to-do list. So to help you refresh your space, this Labor Day, select one coat coverage interior paints or buy one, get one free. Lowe's, we help, you save.